What is good, my friends? I'm finally here. I kept talking all that stuff about doing it, and I'm finally here. And I can tell you right now, it is so awkward, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna do it, all right? Because I came here on a mission. All right, so before we start though, I just want to talk about a few things, like three, One, I know my hair is a mess, all right? It be like that sometimes. But if you say something about my hair, I'm going to bake you. So just be prepared for that, okay? Two, it's my first video and I worked really hard on it, so I really appreciate it if you guys left a like, a comment, and a subscribe maybe. I really appreciate comments because I really want you guys to tell me like what I did really good in the video and what I could improve on, you know what I mean? Because I really wanna crack down on this stuff, you know what I mean? The last thing I wanna talk about, I just wanna say thank you to everybody that's been supporting me this far. I know this is my first video, okay? So you're probably thinking like, oh, but this is your first video. How you got people supporting you and you don't even got nothing to support? Shut up, bro. All right? I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say no names because, it's a decent amount of y'all and I don't wanna sit here all day. All right, this is a video about Kengan Ashua, a manga. It ain't about how many names I can say. All right, so all that out the way. All right, let's talk about some Kengan Ashua. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Kengan Ashua. Let me start off by saying with Kengan Ashua, there is an anime version and there is a manga version. The anime version is in CG, so I'm not going to talk about it. I don't mess with that at all, bro. I'm not talking about no CG anime, bro. You got me bent. But the manga is beautiful, it's good, it's the original source. I love it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna love it together. All right, let's do this. So Kengan Ashua starts off with our main man, Yamashita Kazuo, but he's also peeping in on our also main character, Tokita Oma, who's about to scrap with a gorilla. Like, why they do my man so dirty though? Like, this man literally just looked like a straight up gorilla, and he's about to get whooped because like they hyping this man up so much and we don't even know his name. Look at this. What to say? His fist easily could have been mistaken for a boulder and it had countless scars on it, large and small. Nobody could ever doubt that this man was strong. Oh no, he's gonna get himself killed, bro. No, he not, bro. We don't know neither one of their names, bro. And like, the dude weak too, cause like as soon as the fight starts, man immediately hops on some dirty stuff. He's throwing clothes and stuff, man. Like, come on, bro. How y'all gonna talk about how big and bad this man is? And he throwing shirts and stuff at people. Why you take off his shirt in the first place? Like, bro, no, it's all dudes here, bro. Nobody wanna see that. But yeah, the dude is pretty much just there for power scaling. You can tell because as soon as the fight starts, he throws a bunch of attacks and misses every single one. And then Oma decides to get this man a taste and then a whole meal. So I guess we can pretty much guess that Oma is strong based off what the manga is clearly trying to tell us. Afterwards, Kazuo and Oma trade names. Then Oma asks him if he wants his ass beat. Obviously, Kazuo will say no because he ain't about that life. But what I can say is that nigga is a freak. Immediately after Oma threatens to beat him, this man went to go get his freak on because he wanted to preserve his seed, even though he got 2 sons. Spoiler alert. After chapter 1, we get a little bit of backstory about our man Kazuo. At work, he get treated like a bitch, and he wish he was stronger, but he ain't. So he works for a company called Nogi Group, and he gets called into the office by the CEO for some reason. Nogi Hideki, who is the CEO of the company, obviously called him in to give him this big ass boring speech about the Kengan matches. Like, look at this dude. He ever talking about some violence? Like, what? So you ever smoking this fat cigar talking some, it was Shotoku year 5. Bro, ain't nobody about to say here listening to this speech, man. We skipping that. I'm just gonna pretty much sum it up for y'all though. The CEO of these big companies get together and they like get these fighters to represent them, and the fighters fighting these matches for status and power. And there's also tournaments. That's right, that's what we've been waiting for, the tournaments. We just want to see some tournaments in anime. Original idea, we just want to see that originality. Pretty much what Nogi wanted, he just wanted Kazuo to be the manager of his new fighter, Oma, because his last fighter got beat up. Turns out that the big guy that got beat by Oma in the beginning was actually their fighter, but he got his butt whooped. So he ain't the fighter no more. Kazuo doesn't want Oma to fight. Oma don't give a shit. Next chapter. This chapter starts off with Kazuo talking about his life at home. Yeah, shit. He lives with his 2 sons. Remember? I mentioned them in chapter 1. Anyways, one is a hermit who hasn't left his room in 2 to 3 years. Where did he go to the bathroom? Another one is just an asshole. Kazuo goes to visit Oma's place, which is a rundown piece of shit, but even still, people want to be in there for some reason. So 2 dudes break into his house. One of the dudes thinks he's tough, so Oma gave him a quick business transaction. The hood guy who thought he was tough ended up getting beat, obviously, and then the other dude ends up hurting him too for some reason. And then the other hooded guy takes off his hood and reveals himself as Rihito, who is Oma's next opponent in the Kengan match. In this chapter, we get to meet Yoshitake Yoshiro, the CEO of Yoshitake Real Estate and Rihito's employer. I don't trust this man. Obviously, he's some type of villain. You can tell by the way he looks. He's very scary, and the way he talks is very mean. He's a mean guy. Yoshitake and Nogi talk a little bit of shit. Both of them weirdos though, so I don't know what they could even be saying to each other, but whatever. Also, Akiyama Kaede, the sexy ass secretary of the Nogi group, finally gets to say something. It ain't much though, so don't get your hopes up too much. Nogi explains to Kazuo that because the Kengan Association CEO bet on matches, a bunch of people came to see the fight. I personally would have just been there to see the fight, you know, good old fashioned ass whooping, but different folks for different strokes, I guess. What? Now comes the fight, but it really isn't that big of a fight compared to like the other fights. You can just trust me. I mean, I'm gonna show you anyway eventually if I keep this series going on, but Oma and Rihito are just throwing strikes at each other, but the watchers admit that if it's just gonna be a slugfest, then Oma is gonna win, obviously. As Oma just dominating the man, Rihito finally uses his secret weapon. Rihito somehow managed to rip Oma's arm up like paper. He even left like a little smudge on his chest. And then a little smudge started spraying blood everywhere. All right, but that's Rihito's ability. It's called Razor's Edge. But I'm going to call it Razor because Razor's Edge sounds a little corny to me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. But apparently his grip strength is so strong that he's able to just become Spider-Man. But apparently his grip strength is so strong that he can just like rip through certain materials with ease, like steel. He says that he just tore up a piece of steel one day. I don't know why and I don't know how, but I'm not gonna question it. Obviously, Oma not scared of none of that. You know, and they get ready to fight again. Now here we get a little bit of backstory on Rihito. His strong head ass could rip coins in half at the age of 11. Like what the fuck, bro? After that, we're immediately thrown back to Rihito, cutting Oma up like a little piece of onion. But Oma knows how to beat it now. How does he beat it? You might be asking. He just straight up holds this man's hand, like on some romantic stuff, like, and they just stop fighting. Like the fight is just over. Oma just wanted a little bit of love, and now he feels like he has it. So the fight is just over. Fuck that. He trying to whoop some ass. I'm trying to see it. Apparently Rihito's grip strength only applies to his like fingertips. So he needs to get a little bit of momentum going on in there. Or, like even for his finger, like look, you know, you be able to move his fingers to be able to actually like tear something up. So if Oma just holds his hand, Rihito can't get that motion to actually rip something up. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first read this, I did not understand what was going on. All right, I'm like, if it's grip strength, why does it matter if you need motion or not? But I had to think really hard about it, okay? And I had to really justify this in my head so I wouldn't question it too much. But it's just like this part of his finger, right? It's only this part. It's not like his whole hand. It's just this part. But yeah, pretty much, Oma just figure out, you know, he just needs to dodge the dude's fingertips, and the chapter just ends right there. Wait, it shows this face. And then it ends. Hey, they don't play around with their cliffhangers because like I was like on the edge of my seat waiting to see what happened next. And then like that was it. So I guess we're all gonna have to just wait until the next video to find out what happens next. I don't know how long this video is. It seems like it's gonna be probably kind of short. But anyway, that's volume 1. In my opinion, it like shows that is volume 1 because like later on in the chapter, the art gets way better. You know, it's way more interesting characters that you actually care about compared to just like even in just volume 1, like there's just like a lot of more interesting characters that you can come to like, you know, the fights, they get more interesting as well. I'm not gonna lie with you. Everything just gets better. Volume 1 ain't the greatest, but you can really tell that it improves later on. You're gonna find out. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. But I really don't have no problem with no cliffhanger though. You know, you gotta keep the hype up somehow. So I say that the volume was pretty solid though for volume 1. Like I'm not even mad. Like it's not as good as it gets later on, but it's still good as it is by itself. It's like pretty good. I like it. My favorite character would be Oma. Obviously, the man was like, you know, they kind of bring him in as this like likable main character. He has all this like little spunk or whatever, you know what I mean? He's like really cocky when he fights, you know, something entertaining to watch. My least favorite character would be this dude Yoshitake, because like he looks like a villain, bro. Like he looks like he needs to be stopped. I'm not even playing. Like if I saw this man in real life, I would be calling the cops before he even said anything to me. Like I'm not playing that game with him. He just don't seem safe for society. And I hope later on in the chapters that they throw this man in the ring to fight somebody, because like somebody got to put him down, man. Somebody got to bring him down. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, y'all. Thanks for watching so much. This is just you know, this is my first video, so it's probably not gonna be anything crazy, but you know, it's gonna be good enough. You know, as long as I get it out there, you know, I'm gonna be happy. And as long as you watch it, the full video, as long as you watch the full video, And then I'm happy then, you feel me? I'm just happy. Anyways, you know, thanks for watching my little kittens. You know, as I said before, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. And let's try to focus on the positive side of our life. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on recently, it seemed like, but you know, you gotta keep that positivity in your heart. You gotta keep that, you know, you gotta think about the future, you know, what you wanna do. You know, find something you wanna do. You know, don't let your life just be for nothing, you know, you only get one. So, you know, use it wisely. But yeah, that's it. We're not doing that at the end of all my videos. I'm just stupid. So